All right, welcome to day 2. Here are your 3 challenges: socks or your sock bucket, all of those extra bags, and kitchen table or your counters. I feel like I'm reading off like Jeopardy things. Would you like all of those extra bags for 200, please? Okay, anyway, um, socks. Let's talk about socks real quick. So, growing up, my family always had a sock bucket. And growing up, the sock bucket was always a source of contention and stress in my home. Nobody could ever find socks that they needed. It was like survival of the fittest sock edition. Who could find the socks that match, right? Or don't match? Or when mom says it's time to go and everybody needs socks, it's like, who's going to go find the socks that fit and match first? It just wasn't a good system. And I used to have a sock bucket because it's all I knew. And then, if you guys know my story, we moved Alaska to Florida, only brought a suitcase each. And I have a new system for socks. And I want to tell you about the systems for socks because it has been a game changer. And socks tend to be a sensitive subject, okay? So do whatever you feel is best with the socks, but this is what we do. So I buy 1 to 2 pair of packs of socks per kid, per size. And once they outgrow them or once they get worn out, I throw that entire pack of socks away and then I start over, right? And now if they've outgrown them before they are worn out, I will donate them, I will consign them, or whatever. Right now I have like 2 kids who are about 2 years apart, so I might save them, but saving socks for 2 years, I would rather just donate them to somebody who can use them within these 2 years and get another pack down the road. So it just depends on how many socks come in a pack, right? If there's 6 in a pack, I'll get 2. If there's 10 in a pack, I'll get 1. But I try to have like 1 to 2 weeks worth of socks. So that's like 8 to 16 pair of socks per person. And I buy them all in the same color, or at least, if my kids are like in that phase of like they want mismatching socks, fine, but they're all the same brand and they're 2 packs of like the same mismatched stuff. So that system works really well for us because we don't have a sock bucket. Everybody has a little shallow bin in their closet where they keep their socks, and I don't care if they're folded and matched or not. I just know that those are their socks and that's where they're kept. And once they get worn out, we'll throw them all out and start fresh, because if one of them is worn out, it's only a matter of like a day or a week before the rest of them are worn out, and it's just not worth saving, right? And when I say it's not worth saving, I mean it's not worth my mental clarity, it's not worth my time, it's not worth my energy to maintain a sock bucket, right? And because we're buying minimally and using them up, I feel good about this. And if you're interested in like having a conversation about like goodwill and donation and it's decluttering wasteful, go check out the podcast, because I have really good episodes on this kind of a conversation of like, when is decluttering wasteful and when is it not? Okay, so all of this to say, gather up all of your socks, all of the socks that you can find. Okay, match them up. Get rid of the ones that don't have matches. Yes, it's inevitable that once you get rid of the match, the other one's going to pop up, but it's okay because you've already matched all the other ones and you have enough, right? You're a smart lady. You are not going to throw out all of the socks that you need and use. So match them up. Anything without a match, responsibly declutter, whatever that means to you. Repurpose them into rags, donate them, trash them because they're not in good condition, whatever it is for you, okay? And if you are just fed up with the socks and it's in your budget, it's totally okay for you to donate those socks responsibly, whatever that means to you, repurpose them and start fresh and use the kind of system that we use, okay? Not saying that you have to, but sometimes mom find a lot of relief in being told, yes, you can do this, okay? Now, your second project is all of those extra bags. Now, somebody in the Motherhood Simplified community the other day said, this really cute bag is the new, this is a really good box. And I thought that was so funny, right? You know how adults are like, I would get rid of this box, but like, it's a really good box. And the same is true for bags, except for that it's like, oh, this is a really cool bag. Now they tend to get excessive, right? And when I say bag, here's what I define as a bag: backpacks, purses, wallets, plastic bags, reusable shopping bags, handbags, totes, bags under your eyes. And that's a joke. But I wish that we could declutter these bags under our eyes, right? Okay. Now, bags are practical, they serve a purpose, but too much of a good thing is never a good thing. Same is true for bags. So go through and get rid of the excess ones that you have, the ones that you haven't used in a long time, the ones that you like the idea of, but just aren't practical and don't meet your needs, or you just haven't touched in years and years, right? I don't know how many times I've kept a purse for 4 or 5 years being like, it's a really cute bag. Literally never use it. And then I get rid of it and I have no regrets, right? It's just like having it meant something to me and I needed to get rid of it. Okay. So go through and get rid of those unused, the forgotten, the worn out bags, the excessive bags that you just don't need. And here's a tip for this, because sometimes it can be hard deciding like, which ones do I actually like? Which ones do I not like? Which ones do I want to keep? Do I not want to keep? These friends inside of the group, this lady said, just send me a picture of your bags and I'll decide which ones you should keep and which ones not to keep. And I was like, that's genius. And I told them this because if you choose the bags for her to keep and she's like, no, I want these ones, then at least she knows like, these are the ones that I want, or she's totally okay with somebody making the decision for her. And then she just keeps those ones. So that can be a way to trick yourself into a decision. Send a photo of your bags into, a friend and be like, which one should I keep? And if you like their answers, keep those ones. If you don't like those answers, then you know which bags you really want deep down and you know which ones to keep. Or you can post it inside of the group and we can help you with this, okay? Your third project is the kitchen table, right? The dining room table, which tends to be a catch-all, or your kitchen counters, okay? These tend to just be catch-all spaces, drop zones, and it prevents us from being able to eat with our families and have a visually clear of clutter space. I worded that terribly, but it's fine. It's visual clutter that's hard to look at and it's hard to be in. So clear your spaces off, your kitchen tables off, your dining room tables off, or if you don't have that, that kitchen counter in your space that is just totally draining you, clear that space off. Okay. And that is it for day 2. Post your progress inside of the group with the hashtag CYC for clear your clutter. Let us know how you're doing. We want to support you. We want to ride that momentum with you. We want to see how you're doing. We want to see if you are feeling good about this, excited about this, and I will see you on day 3.